Before we begin, I just want to see if Director Merrill Floyd is on the line. Okay. Well, if he joins, you can let us know. Okay. Well, again, thanks everyone for being here today. First up on the agenda is the Finance Committee. I'll recognize Director Wynn.
Thank you, Chairman. I would first like to call the Finance Committee meeting to order, and the first order on the agenda is the adoption of the minutes of the meeting held May 6, 2019. Is there a motion?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next, we're having a presentation, I think, by Pamela Williams, our Senior Vice President, on the resolution to celebrate the season.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sam Bennett, our Vice President of Administration.
Great. The Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. The Santa Claus presentation.
Right.
Good morning, everybody. This is our annual presentation or discussion about Celebrate the Season. And so I will walk through the slides, the first few slides pretty quickly, and then focus on the sort of the event slide, the slide we use to put everything together. Just a quick overview. I think everybody in the room is familiar with Celebrate the Season. It is our annual event that where we have the light display set up in around the main headquarters and main campus at Santee Cooper and Old Santee Canal Park. And we charge admission for cars to come through those light displays. And we also seek sponsorships to help that sponsor those light displays. And then we have larger sponsors, our Partridge in the Pear Tree sponsors, that help fund all of this. And then those resources are used to, after expenses, we take the dollars that are left and they go to charity. So I'm going to focus on this slide for just a minute. The first thing I want to do is I want to thank our sponsors. This event has been going on now since 2011, and without the sponsors, it wouldn't happen. And our presenting sponsor this year, as has been for many years, is Berkeley Electric Cooperative, and we want to thank the cooperative for being our main sponsor. They're a great partner with us. They do a great job. They have a team of folks that come out and man the gates and help move the cars through on Tuesday nights. And so I just want to let the co-op know how much we appreciate them. And then our other Partridge in the Pear Tree sponsors are Home Telecom, Berkeley County Government, and Goodwill Industries. So as you look at our little spreadsheet at the bottom, you can see that sponsorships make up the bulk of our revenues. Gate receipts last year were close to $41,000, but sponsorships through our major sponsors and through the folks that sponsor the actual light displays are really the bulk of the sponsorships. And so when we total our revenues up and we deduct our expenses, last year the Celebrate the Season team, and it really is a team, it's not just Santee Cooper, it's all our sponsors, it's all our volunteers, it's the town of Moncks Corner. We were all able to donate close to $63,000 a year last year to local charities. And I think we're close to $660,000 total during the 8 years that this event has been going on. So a very significant contribution to the local charity community. We'll talk about where those are going in just a minute, because we're going to ask the board for a resolution authorizing us to take those revenues that are left over after expenses are deducted and to send them to those charities. So any questions on this page? If you remember when we were first started this, we have a holiday fair that goes along with it, and that holiday fair was going on at Old Santee Canal Park. But about 3 years ago, the event has grown so large that we decided we need to move that, and so in partnership with the town of Moncks Corner, that has been moved to, the town has a large recreation complex almost in the middle of downtown, and it's worked out very, very well to allow that event to grow. And so what we've got is we've got a route where you see start that works through the headquarters at Moncks Corner. The light show goes through the headquarters, through Old Santee Canal Park. Folks will come out of the park, and then they will go to the holiday fair at the town of Moncks Corner. So not just as a benefit for the local charities, but really as a benefit for the town of Moncks Corner in terms of bringing folks that don't necessarily come to Moncks Corner to their downtown. The local business community receives a benefit from this. It's a pretty good situation for all folks involved. Any questions about that? This is the most important thing, though. This is where the dollars go, and this is where we would ask the board to allow us to distribute the dollars. So generally what we do is we take the first $30,000 and we divide it between the Coastal Community Foundation, the Town of Moncks Corners Miracle Field Project, and the Berkeley Museum. And so the Coastal Community Foundation is a local foundation that obviously charity-based, but really focuses on specific needs in the low country area. The Berkeley Museum is a museum that actually sits on the site of Old Santee Canal Park that promotes history in Berkeley County. And then the Miracle Field Project is they're all my favorites, but that is really my favorite. Yeah, that's a project the Town of Moncks Corners has been working on where they're putting a field in this recreation area where the holiday fair is located, where special needs children can participate in sticks and balls types of recreation. So anything that's left over after that, we divide evenly between the Community Foundation and the Town of Moncks Corners Miracle Field Project. So again, last year we were able to distribute $63,000 to those charities. And so you have a resolution in your packet asking for authorization to do a similar distribution again based on those numbers. And I believe that is it, except I asked last year, if you remember, we have visits every night from Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and occasionally Santa Claus. And so any board member or new senior executive that would like to come out and participate in that program is highly encouraged to do that. So, and it may be written somewhere in somebody's employment contract. I don't know, Chairman Ray. You'll have to take a look at that. So, anyway, I thank the board for allowing us, the employees of Santee Cooper, to partner with Berkeley Co-op and all the other sponsors, all the other volunteers. It really is a pretty amazing thing that we do on an annual basis. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions from the committee?
Sam, I've just got one. Have you thought about adding the little drummer boy?
Director, that's a heck of an idea, Director. We'll take that under consideration.
That was a classic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'll entertain a motion to approve the resolution. And a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. We'll refer it to the full board. Thank you very much. That's the end of our business. Is there a motion to adjourn? So moved. A second. All those in favor? Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Director Wynn. At this time, I'll call on the chair of both the Human Resources Committee and Legal Affairs Committee, which will open jointly and for the purpose of going to executive session. So,
okay, Cal, I'll kick it off with calling Human Resources Committee in session. And can I have a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting, which was held on June 24th, 2019? Motion, second. All in favor? Thank you. All right. Cal,
I'll call the Legal Affairs Committee to order and ask for a motion for adoption of the minutes of the last meeting. Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are approved, and go ahead. Back to you, I guess.
At this point, I'll ask that we consider a motion for executive session to discuss employment matters relating to officer appointment compensation and succession planning. Motion?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye. And Legal Affairs, I'll have a motion to go into executive session to receive legal advice related to new nuclear construction project litigation relating to the Central Coordination Agreement, to discuss negotiate advice and negotiations incident to propose contractual arrangements relating to the VC Summer Units 2 and 3, and to receive legal advice and discuss negotiations incident to propose contractual arrangements relating to Act 95. Do I have a motion for executive session for that purpose? I've got a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. We're in executive session when we're ready to go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Human Resource and Legal Affairs Committees have voted to go into executive session for purposes permitted under FOIA. We ask our visitors to please step from the room while the executive session occurs, and we will welcome you back as soon as that is complete.